Hi everybody, hope you guys are well. And I wanted to get into a reading. So I just want to ground, sage, and protect you as I am reading your energy. You may feel a little hot or anything like this, and we are using different decks. So anybody who resonates with this is not a collective reading. I'm not reading a collective of energy. I am reading what spirit is brought forth, and if you happen to resonate with it in any way, shape, form, then it is for you, and if it's not, then it wasn't meant for you. So psychically, this is what's going on in this energy that spirit has made me aware to read and to touch on. And with this being said, thank you. I'm giving energy and protection to you. So when this reading stops, I stop reading. So, opening this reading, opening the psychic connection, opening. Thank you. So we have Cosmic Insight, the Oracle Tarot deck. And these are just clarifying. We have the Beyond Lemuria deck. We have the Stardust Tarot by Terra Soleil. And then I am going to introduce you to a deck that I created. I've been waiting for the last few weeks to come in. So anybody who knows, my favorite movie is The Mummy of all time. So I really love the Mummy series. And it's actually, The Mummy is actually responsible for me wanting to be an archaeologist and Egyptologist. It really made me fall in love with the Egyptian culture. Even though The Mummy is very widely inaccurate, with a little bit of accuracy, it's still entertaining nonetheless. So when I started reading tarot, I always wanted a mummy-themed deck, but I could never find one. So I found a card-playing site that allowed me to design, and I created my own deck. And I'm showing you. So the first two cards that we have out that I pulled off screen because I was like, okay, what do we need to know? And it came out the Ten of Wands and the Eight of Treasure, which is the Eight of Pentacles reversed. So here's the Eight of Pentacles upright, here it is reversed, and here is the Ten of Wands. So with carrying too much weight or carrying too much burden financially, I feel like someone is going through a really rough patch where you're trying to make ends meet, and right now it's not looking great. Your situation just kind of has that narrow mindset of, I gotta work, you know? I feel like in some case, for whatever the reason may be, I feel like someone has a failed investment. Like they invested in something that was supposed to be a surefire way to get money, and it just came through. I feel like someone also got arrested for a quick rich scheme. Or maybe you bought into something and it was a Ponzi scheme. I don't know. Take how it resonates. So let's get some cosmic insight. Oh yeah, someone is overstressed and overworked, and yet you need to take time off. Someone is like, you need to take time off because your body is like giving out. Like you're drinking too much caffeine, or you're having trouble. Like I'm seeing someone have like a panic attack or like stomach issues, like ulcers, because they're stressed out so badly. Cosmic insights. Okay. What is... That's pretty straightforward. So we have a love spell. You have been bewitched. And then we have someone being sneaky and someone who is questioning some things. It doesn't even mean their sexuality. We'll just use it as like liar, you know how I was talking about like Ponzi scheme or getting enamored into things. Or you could have been in for the love of money. Let's just say that you're, doing rituals for money and stuff, and you just got caught up with it. Workplace romance. I also, if you have, or you're thinking about investing, be very careful about what people are telling you. Like, oh, you're going to get this in return. And yet it never does like that. It's never quick. Surefire. So in this case, this 10 of Wands and this 8 of Pentacles reversed, or, yeah, excuse me, the 8 of Treasure reversed. What is going on here that you can give cosmic insight for? You have an air sign. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy. Okay, what about this energy here? Carrying too much weight. Balancing, juggling, just things are not... Too much responsibility. Someone has too much fucking responsibility. Find out more information. Don't overwork yourself. I already said that we were overworked, so... Okay. What information can you give to pull this? Thank you. What information can you give? Okay, so we are gonna go. Alright, so we need more information. We're proceeding with caution. There's this air sign. What's going on here? What is going on here? I can't make this up. I literally cannot make this up. Look, you have the 10 of Wands. You have the 10 of Wands. So we have two 10 of Wands. So you could be seeing 10-10. Or 10-10 is significant. It could be your birthday. So this would be around Libra season. We'll just say this. 10-10 is around Libra season. Alright. You have the 10 of Wands. There's something about being overexertive. Or putting too much of your eggs in one basket. So we have the 5 of Swords. This is talking about competition. By any means necessary, exerting yourself by any means. And then at the bottom of the deck we have the Hangman. There is someone who is literally fighting tooth and nail for something that they believe in wholeheartedly, and they're seeing no rewards for it. We have the King of Wands. I really feel like someone just made their bed and they're laying in it. There's someone here about having a sugar daddy or being a sugar baby or being a benefactor to someone or sugar mama what. And they're being investigated. Wholeheartedly, they are being investigated. This could also mean like you have been saying that, let's just use this for an example. Say that your job, right? You work for a firm. And all of a sudden, you're being investigated. The whole firm is being investigated and you've been let go. And yet, this firm was never accredited. They're just basically doing all this shit and using another name. But yet, that's not the name that they brought you in for. So therefore, you got fired for working and you lost a lot of money that you were never guaranteed. So it's not looking great. And the owners have dipped to leave the small people like you with the actual bigger problem. We have the 2 of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. We have the 3 of Wands upright. The Hermit. And the Hierophant. Someone ignored their intuition and it slapped them right in the face. You did exactly what you said that you weren't going to do, and you let that person back in. Whoever this resonates for, you just let this person back in, and you never said to yourself that they changed, and you ignored hard this judgment because you gave this person the benefit of the doubt. So with this being said, whoever is going through this dark night of the soul, what has triggered it, and how can it be remedied? Someone just got played. Like, they played the fiddler. God. We have the King of Cups. Someone's emotions, like someone who is mentally and emotionally immature, just literally is going through it. Like, tell me more. Because the King of Cups usually talks about someone who is a master of emotion, who is a master of math, or their finances, or this is someone who has it made, who is mature. And we have the Six of Cups. This is someone who broke your heart, or you broke theirs. Ugh, shit. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. So this could be a soul connection, right? That ended on a sour note because this person was immature and unable to be given what they could dish out. We have the Knight of Cups. This talks about apologies or someone striding forward to offer something, but it's delayed. It's held up because this dark night of the soul is taking place. It's on its precedence. But I'm also seeing that there is a third party here with this Ten of Swords and this Five of Swords, this fighting. So we have the Five of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and then we have the King of Cups, who is being very in his feels. Very in his feels. Please tell me more and clarify. We have a narcissist. I think you called that. We have a narcissist. Someone is full of themselves. And then we have pets. Getting a new pet, receiving a pet, or currently. I feel like someone needs a distraction, okay? What for this, what is going on? Gambling. Problem with addiction. Gambling. Bad finances. And we have an air sign again. So, I mean, we did talk about an addiction or lack thereof finances. We talked about that. Conning. That's also taking a gambit. Bad finances. With this narcissist, like, I feel like this person, we'll just say this person in this case, with this Queen of Cups, because the Queen of Cups could also be the narcissist, or have narcissistic potential. There's someone in their head about this connection, and it's stemming from a lack of rejection. And yet, whenever this person has had their faults thrown back at them, they have just hidden behind bravado. Or it's like, this is like the type of person that would be like, oh, I said I had feelings? Huh, jokes. Like, this person will deflect using emotions or gaslighting or manipulative tactics to basically get you in a certain way. This is the type of person who needs emotional fulfillment at any cost. So we did talk about, like, one-upping someone, the infighting, like, anything that this person does is never a fault of their own. It's a fault of the environment in which they are around, or people that they are around. So, for instance, this person has a friend who has gaslit them for so long that this person is just like, oh, this is my best friend. This best friend, bro, is sleeping with your woman, and on top of that, this person has slept with this man's mom. On God. This person literally has slept with your own fucking birther, your creator, and your partner. And I'm not saying what the partner did was right or wrong. I don't know if this person is cheated or not. But this supposed best friend, your bro, slept with your woman and slept with your mother. Don't you think, in hindsight, I don't need people around like this who are going to gaslight me and lie to me and do all this other shit. Alright. So we're going to go beyond Lemuria. Spirit, because they're going through this and they're seeing their problems, they're seeing themselves, they're seeing what they dished out back at them. For those who don't resonate with this what can we talk about that is on a completely unrelated note, or basically how to evolve spiritually to get out? What cycles need to be completed? What is Spirit's message behind all this? We have the solar plexus chakra, which is your self-worth, your self-being, right? Radiant illumination. Because this is reversed, this needs to be realigned, because this is underactive. So therefore, it's problem. There's anger issues, there's self-worth issues. Whoever this narcissist is, it's like, I want to be loved a certain way because I want someone's approval, because I needed that when I grew up, and that's how I grew up. So this is how I value myself. So appearances matter. This is a person who lacks emotional depth, because they have never had to be confronted by saying like, oh, you're shallow, or you have a personality. Wait, what? Like, you know what I mean? They're involved with surface level people. So, oh, my fucking head hurts. Like, I'm just scratching my head like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, like, why are you wasting creation on a dumbass? This person, when you stop needing confirmation and attention from other people, and you sit within yourself and you find the shit that you don't love yourself. As bad as this is, you think a narcissist would love them. They're so full of themselves. They're so full of their ego. There is no actual love that this person has. Like, I feel like a narcissist, they say that they love themselves too much, or they're obsessed with themselves, is because they don't actually know what love is. They only see it through an egotistical lens, because they relate ego with love. So therefore, it's perverse. So they need to do self-worth. You know, you need to let the light shine, your true self. Stop begging for validation, because it's giving pick me. Okay? So your solar plexus. Look into solar plexus meditations. Look at shadow work through meditation, through your solar plexus. Because when you have a light and you stand in it and you stand on your own, you're not intimidated by being a leader. So if you're intimidated by people who are in their power or in their light because you're too big into the darkness, you can't see and you can't be that light. So ask yourself, how can I be the light? How can they be their own light after shadow work and unblocking their solar plexus, their worth? How can they stand in their light? After all that has been revealed, how can they stand in their light? We have the furred and friendly. So this goes back to pets. This is about taking care of yourself, mothering yourself, fathering yourself. The furried friends is looking to nature, looking to the divine order of species, looking towards life. For some of you, you need to get in contact with your spirit guides because they're speaking through animal messages. So with that being said, animals, so we have a spirit message. Alright, spirit, talk to me. We have the polar bear. Be assertive and strong in both your communication and your actions, yet be willing to yield when necessary. Treat yourself with respect and maintain your dignity at all times. Before you take action, pause and observe the situation. Then when you're ready, make your move. Commit to it fully without hesitation. Use the only amount of energy when needed to assert the task before you, rather than diverting to unrelated matters. This is time to nourish and replenish your body, your mind, and your soul. Be prepared to do so. When you're about to embark on a spiritual adventure, one thing will take that happens. You will awaken in some point in your innate gifts and qualities that have been dormant until now. So spirit is coming through, so spirit animals, pay attention to them, what you're getting. Okay. So with this being said, any messages from the spirit guides of this? So we have 6 messages coming through, and I will read them. So first set of messages, Spirit. So we have 54. Well, obviously this. We have 54. So we have the Blackbird. Let go of all your inhibitions and sing without concern of how it sounds or fear of others' disapproval. Archangel Uriel is with you now. Watch out for you and help you connect to the nature and the nature spirits. So you need to be grounded to Gaia or Geb or whatever earth-based being deity you believe in. Mother Nature, whatever. Connect with nature spirits. The sound healing is one of the best treatments for physical and emotional ailments and maladies you're experiencing. The gateway to the world, to the non-ordinary reality is opening, beckoning you to follow your true spiritual path and enhance your awareness of the non-physical realm. This is particularly auspicious time to observe and heed any omens that are shown to you. Okay. So now we have 73. So we have the chipmunk, or the ground squirrel. Trust that you are well protected and there is no real danger for you to face. Be cautious and curious and willing to investigate anything of interest that comes your way. Go out on walks, and when you do so, take time to pause and explore the nature that is around you. What attracts your attention, from the tiniest pebble to the flower to the vista on the horizon? Once you've completed a creative piece or a project, that will keep yourself grounded for weeks and be relatively and more revealing. It says pay attention to the vocal characteristics that you encounter, the volume, the pitch, and the reflection in the inflection of the actual words as a way of discerning more about a person. So how a person speaks to you is how they speak to themselves. So, for instance, for a narcissist, they speak to you in a certain way as a deflective means to basically put all of their reflection on you, is their way of deflecting from themselves. So it's like if they're trying to gaslight you, you just basically not deflect. You basically either pick your shit up and go, because it's never their fault. So basically all the situations that they're trying to get you into is how you react, because how you react fuels their worth. So disengage. So we have 144. We have the hyena. It says, when you're pursuing a particular goal, solicit the support of friends and family. Make it a point to have some one-on-one connection to your children as well. It says, you're quite ready and capable to take on more than you're presently handling, even though with some doubts you have much to manage. Be sensitive and attentive with the words that you choose and how to express them, as whatever you verbalize will amplify considerably. Your power of discernment and discrimination are strong, so pay attention to how your intuition and how you speak. Trust that what you get is, no matter what you get, is how you get it. This is a good time to do some silly things that make you laugh. I don't know, I just keep thinking the hyenas off of The Lion King. Then we have 77. So for anybody who resonates with this, we have the condor. It says, you will be renewed in your sense of vigor and vitality and enthusiasm of life. In the morning, take a few moments to greet the sun by standing with your arms out and welcoming the gesture. It is a good time to retreat with a period of solitude and meditation. For whatever reason, I don't know if someone who resonates with this is the opening of the mouth ceremony. Look at the Egyptian opening of the mouth ceremony. It's restoring the senses. So there's something about restoring your senses. It says, you will find yourself being more visually perceptive to the point of the auras around other people. It's a good opportunity to sort out and eliminate which doesn't smell right to you. Again, opening the senses. So this is talking, like I said, opening of the mouth ceremony. But like I said, it's the restoring of the senses. So there's something about restoring senses here. Okay, so we have 85. You have the crane. It says, do what you need to do to bring greater balance into your life. It's a time of great abundance and plenitude. It says, one in which you won't have to want for anything. A portal has opened that allows you into the glimpses of the future without fear of trepidation. Maintain a relaxed vigilance at this time and pay close attention to the signs and the omens. It's time to revive and restore the hobby or recreational interest of value to you. So, I want to talk about the solar plexus and the self-worth. What is a message of self-worth? And basically for those going through to easier on themselves, to balance themselves emotionally and mentally. What is a message that you can give those that need that message, please? So anyways, there is a message for someone, right? So 200, spinal curvature, scoliosis, rounded shoulders. We have spinal meningitis, the spine, the spleen, sprains, sterile, and then stiff neck. So let's just say spinal curvature. The inability to flow in the support of life, fear of trying to hold on to ideas, not trusting life, lack of integration or integrity, no courage, no conviction. And it says, I release all fears. I trust in the process of life, and I know that life is for me. I stand straight and I tall with love. We have a spinal meningitis. Inflamed thinking or rage at life. I release all blame and accept the peacefulness of joy in life. And we have the spine, flexible support of life. I support and I am supported by life. And then we have the spleen, obsessions, being obsessed about things. I love and approve of myself. I trust the process that life will be there for me. I am safe and all is well. Sprains, anger, resistance, not wanting to move in certain directions of life. I trust the process of life to take me only to my highest good. I am at peace. We have sterity. Oh my God. Sterity. We'll just say impotence, okay? It says fear and resistance of the process of life, or sterile, or needing to go through a parenting or not needing to go through a parenting experience. I trust the process of life. I am always in the right place at the right time. I'm doing the right thing at the time. It says I love and approve myself of all. And then stiff neck, unbending bullheadedness, so stubbornness. It says, I am safe to see others' viewpoints. So those are some mantras for you. Any messages that need to be spoken now before we clear? Okay, so we have 47. We're really going to talk about that. As you can, so 47. In the infinite, my dyslexia is acting up, okay? It's really bad to the point where it's like, I'm hand over mouth right now. The infinity of love is where I'm at. All is perfect, all is whole and complete. I now choose calmly and objectively to see my old patterns that I am willing to make changes for. I am teachable, I can learn. I'm willing to change. I choose to have fun doing this. I choose to react as though I have found the treasure when I discover something to release. I see and feel changing moment by moment. The thoughts no longer have any power over me. I am the power in the world. I choose to be free. All is well in my world. So play that again. Do whatever you have to do because it's time. Alright, so anybody who's going through the dark night of the soul that's not dealing with a narcissist or anything like this, they're patterning, to see the light, how can they see the light of them? So balance forces, so equilibrium is bending and flowing, even flow. This is surrender, this is letting go. This is being one. So it's like if you have horrible thoughts, your scales are not going to balance. So it's like, How can you work on that? You know? With the balance. Like, look how blue and then, you know, it goes into yellow and it goes into orange. Blue cancels out orange. Green cancels out red. Right? So when you have too much energy, use the ladder of color theory. But being perfect and in an alignment, right? So we have the star right at the throat. And then we have this, the sun, an eclipsed sun. We have a crystal that's above them. So it's like, even in darkness, when you allow things to be seen for the right reasons and not what your ego is showing you, you will see things beyond human comparison when you look through spiritual lenses. You look at yourself as a spiritual being going through a human experience. So treating yourself with a spiritual love is treating yourself with respect and kindness. And it's like, for those who are using crystals, crystals are a great way. And it's funny because I'm using optical calcite. Now, if you don't know what optical calcite is, the Icelandic Vikings and the Norse people used to use this in sunstone, like a optical sunstone. And the reason they would use this is because this specific optical calcite, it will always sense light even when it's cloudy or it's dark. So using that, pretend that you have optical calcite. So if you use optical calcite, this is going to be great for shadow work for you because you are the light. So using this to see the light, don't see other people's light, see your light, right? So with this being said, I'm going to have Spirit infuse this reading at the very end and throughout the reading going back with light. It's time to find you. It's time to find your light, and it's time to come home. So I need you to take a series of 3 deep breaths. And I need you to feel that so deep into your solar plexus, so deep into your worth, so deep into your heart. Feel that shit. Live that shit. You are the rainbow, okay? You don't need to have to shine. You manifest light through you. And this almost looks like a butterfly and a moth at the same time. As you can see, like a lunar moth. So this is actually kind of funny that we have a prismatic, change coming through. But the fact that I'm seeing a butterfly or a moth coming through. So that could be someone's, signal, as you can see. So draw that in. Yeah, there is a message coming in that came through as the pride flag and then a rainbow flower, whatever that means. And I just heard rainbow light, like kind of like light bright or whatever. Yeah, but it was like rainbow light. So I did a little quiet light language and I asked for your light protection so that your light may never dim or be sucked. For someone in particular, you need to cloak yourself in light and stop allowing people to suck the life out of you. There is something about someone sucking the life out of you in your finances. Spirit, what is this message? So we have the Page of Wands. This could be someone who relies on you, or a situation that is very taxing to you emotionally and mentally. Like, you kind of feel like this is at a dead end, and you're kind of just like, I don't know how to get out of this. How did they get out, Spirit? We have the Seven of Wands. This is talking about someone who is stealing. There's something, like, Spirit wants you to know that there is someone stealing. So this would also be talking about, like, comeuppance, right? This is arrogance. This is someone who is so assured of themselves that they will never get caught. They will never admit to it. But someone is like, Spirit is saying, start looking at the paper trail. Like, there's something about the receipts don't add up. The receipts don't add up. So, with the Ace of Cups, this is someone who knows how to be emotionally vulnerable when it suits their best interest. They're very manipulative emotionally, right? But this person is like, when it comes to being emotionally manipulative, they don't know jack shit. They refuse to get jobs, or they refuse to make their own money because they would rather suck it from you, right? So they use emotional manipulative tactics to gain the upper hand, right? So this is the Nine of Cups. This is someone that you may have looked at as an emotional fulfillment. So this goes back to, like, maybe sugar daddy, sugar baby type thing. They have no real world experience. So they use your vulnerability, or this could be even children, or say a significant other or a family member that just... they will exert themselves into everything and anything. It doesn't matter how much drama it causes, as long as they get theirs, that's all that they're going to. So with this being said, what needs to be said throughout this? So we have give it time, and then we have a water sign involved. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So again, a water sign is going to be very manipulative. So this could go back to the narcissist. Wherever this doesn't resonate with this water sign involved, it says give it time. And then we could have a pregnancy. This could be someone who... oh, shit. Well, there it is. Like I said, I can't make this up. We have give it time, right? We have a yes, right? And then we have confession right under it. So someone getting information, right? And it's like, yes, this is a confirmation, right? So we have, right, with this water sign, giving it time, like, it'll shoot themselves up. You know, you look at the paper trail and things are not adding up, right? Things are clicking. So, right, we have someone else. We have a divorce. It says expecting a breakup or a separation. It says someone in the middle, someone is trying to sabotage this, right? Right? And we have the liar, cycles, and pregnancy. So someone could have got someone pregnant, or someone is pretending to be pregnant as a female, being manipulative and tugging at the heartstrings, right? So be careful, someone is sneaky. We have fate, karma, something ending, and something beginning, right? With a plan. Giving it time, so everything in divine time, let things flow. So with this being said, someone is like delaying a separation because they're playing out a pregnancy, or they're playing out a cycle by using a child. So like I said, this could be a child in the process that's been caught up, or this is an emotional child, man child, woman child, whatever you want to talk about. And we have vulnerability with the dragon. So this is someone who is playing at someone's vulnerability. We're playing at your vulnerability. And we have a dragonfly. We have a dragon and we have a dragonfly. So again, change, inevitability, growth. This is something that was meant to happen for the right reasons. Tell me more about this cycle. We have the Lovers and the Five of Cups. This is someone who didn't want this relationship too, so this could be a male doing this to a female, like, I want to trap you with a child because you're leaving. Or the Five of Cups, it could be different. Like, this person may financially depend upon you, so having a child is just going to breed that, and it's not something this, talking about this. Okay, so the Five of Cups and the Lovers, what is... We have the King of Cups, and then we have the World. So, yes, the King of Cups, like we just saw, this is an emotional manipulator. This is someone who's very good at hiding their feelings, or basically playing your feelings. This is someone who uses the world of emotions or knows how you feel, and yet I feel like under the circumstances, I feel like you found someone else and this person is acting all butthurt. In reality, this person has stepped out this entire time. So the moment you do it, it's a problem. So we have the Six of Cups. This is someone from the past, or this is someone you're currently dealing with that you had a lot of love for immensely. And this person is going to use that against you. And this could talk about children as well, right? We just know that it's the masculine energy doing this. They aim to keep you stuck and stagnant in this cycle with them because they cannot give you others, but they need you. You are a feedback to them. Alright, Spirit, moving on. So this does not happen, so they end the cycle. Cut it to the core. Stop playing this game. Stop feeding into it. Anybody who has not resonated with this, what is something that they will resonate with? We have the Ten of Cups. For someone coming in that had to deal with this, there is someone out there, just hang tight. There is going to be a happier solution on the horizon. I'm telling you, whoever didn't deal with this, there's something about a wish fulfillment coming through, like someone is praying. So we have the Ace of Swords. So, boom. This is someone or something that you've been wishing for, and this is a time of celebration. Like, I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, like you're going to get through this. Like, tough times are behind you. So just flow and celebrate and be joyful. So we have the Queen of Treasure, and we have the King of Treasure. So for someone in particular who is going through this, like, you will have it all with the right person. As you can see. You will have it all with the right person. Just use your discernment, who the partners you choose. It's time to do the work. And then we have the Page of Cups. So stop letting people interfere. There's something about letting people interfere and choosing fear over that. As you can see, that there's some type of aggression here that they're not seeing or you're not seeing, and someone wants to, like, send protection your way. There's something about sending protection or basically sending energy. What is this specifically? We have the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Swords. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have Three of Cups. This could be a friend. This could be someone you consider very close to that is sending you energy that may not be protection, right? Because we have the Eight of Swords. This is also talking about a Queen of Wands. Could be someone who's very fiery. Leo, Sag, Aries. This is someone who thinks that they have it made, or they want something from you, or you have something that they look up to, right? And I'm saying for one of you in particular that has energy being sent your way that's not even the greatest, this woman, this feminine figure, has this person's ear. And they are basically causing, for one of you in particular, there's something about causing a miscarriage. Like, they found out you're pregnant and they're sick. So they're sending you basically ill vibes in turn that, you know, you're mentally ill, or, you know, you'll basically kill the child because it's not beneficial to them. And forever, whoever is doing this or using this as an example is sick in the fucking head. I'm sorry. Okay, last message, Spirit. We have the Nine of Wands. I feel like someone has just been through the ringer. They're looking for the better times ahead. We have the Two of Cups. A relationship has ended, and there's a lot of hurt. We have the Empress, we have Death, and we have the Nine of Pentacles, all in reverse. So the only one that was upright was the Nine of Wands. We have Justice on the bottom. And on the split, we have the Moon and the Ten of Cups. I feel like you realize that this relationship was a lot of work, and it was a beautiful thing while it lasted, but I really feel like moon gazing was something that you did to basically look up, like you wanted to be anywhere else, so you looked up to space wishing you were there instead of in this relationship or this connection. I feel like for the Empress, it was like, for the feminine in this, with Death in this breakdown, it was something to do with the feminine. Choosing the wrong partner, or realizing that this relationship did not last because it was out of convenience. Or you chose someone that you could heal through instead of healing yourself. So there was a trauma bond here, and it became very polluted. So, as hence, this was like a very karmic situation that you could have had a family with. But the relationship had to break down because it taught you transformation. It's very plutonic. With the Knight of Pentacles, this is someone who was not capable of a love. No matter how much you tried to force, it was like this relationship was broken and doomed to die this entire time. There was a lot of deception and illusion, so cycles had to take place. And I'm seeing that you had to walk through this transformation doorway and restore peace to yourself, because you are a divine being. You are a divine being, and you're meant for something so much greater. And you're meant to begin again. What is the message to this divine being that had to go through this cycle? What is this message? Healing sucks. Healing fucking sucks. But it's worth it at the end when you do it right. And the only way you can do it right is doing it yourself. You can't look to other people. You can't look to other sources. You need to look to Spirit, because Spirit has your best interest. Don't look to other people's spirit. Look to your own. Look to God. Look to your angels. Look to your spirit team. Stop talking to people and start being silent and watching. We have pets. It says getting a new pet, giving a current pet more love. So you could be attracting a nurturing relationship. Say a dog, a cat. And then we have cycles, fate, karma, ending. So that goes against with Justice, right? I'm also seeing, like, there's talking about mothering yourself, right? Or being a pet parent. And it's like, imagine what you could do if you mothered yourself, or you fathered yourself. We have caution. Find out more information before you overwork yourself. So, I think shadow work, we have air sign again. I kind of feel like someone is doing shadow work prompts, or they're writing, or they're being told things, and it's not really working out for them, and they don't know how to proceed. How do they proceed? When everything is overwhelming, how do they proceed? I feel like you just need to take some time away from yourself, if that's the case, and kind of get out into something, but not get... So we have health. Health issues may arise. So someone is going to start working out. And then we have moving. Changing residence, or moving in with a partner, or moving out. And then it says give it time. I feel like someone is going to move back home. I feel like you're too unstable, so you're moving back home. And it's not something that you want to do. And I really feel like this is like a blessing in disguise because it gives you time to reevaluate your situation. Even if you're moving in with someone, this could be a better thing because, like I said, better times are ahead. So with this being said, this is all I have for you. So peace, love, and happiness. Thank you so much. And with this being said, wherever you're watching this in any space time continuum, this message could or could not be for you. So if it's not for you, it's not meant to, but if you come back, maybe. But chances are Spirit set you, or this video just popped up at random. So peace, love, and happiness. I'm going to sage you and ask that all of our energy that has been read all over the place be removed, and I no longer read it. I no longer have access to it. I seal their energy so it cannot be read again. And with this being said, thank you so much. Peace, love, and happiness.